Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Me Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we are going to talk about how to stay committed to a healthy routine even when it's tough. By the time when you decided to change your life, you want to be healthy, you want to lose weight, you want to be the kind of person who exercises regularly, you want to be the kind of person who treats himself well, as well as having good relationship with others. You want to be the kind of person who have side hustles, who want to build an empire, and you've never done this before. Absolutely, guys, you have to build a routine. Now, by the time, you finally build a routine, a habit for you to be able to get that goal that you want, to be the kind of person that you want. Routine are teeny tiny habits which can help you get to that kind of person you want to become. And the first couple of days, even weeks, wouldn't be that easy. There is what we call struggle at the start. But after 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, when you overcome that feeling that pulls you away from being from being a good person, pulls you away from your new standards, then you can finally become the kind of person that you want. Unstoppable. But we are going to talk about it today, how to overcome those struggles at the start, the hard days when the habit haven't kicked in to our body, mind, and even our soul. You know, you haven't done any dieting before. You haven't exercised before. You've been treating yourself so bad. But now you want to change. This time, you got to tame yourself to become the person that you want. Yes, it's hard to stick to this new you. But I am going to give you 8 tips on how to stay committed to your healthy routine. Now, speaking about routine though, when you don't have a routine, every time you wake up in the morning in your day off or you have no plans at all, your day's kind of dragging you. Like there's nothing in life that you can do other than watching TV, playing Mobile Legend, online games. But when you have a routine, you know, you know already what you're going to do by the time you wake up. Nobody is going to tell you what to do if you know what to do about your day. So it's way better to have a routine and have a direction in life, a direction for your day. You want to be ahead of your day. When you have a routine and you can nail them all, look, I'm telling you, you can make Monday your bitch. All weekdays, bitching your time, bitching the days, nail them all. You are the CEO of your life, CEO of your time. You are the in charge, and that will make you feel like you are powerful. It all starts in you. Now, the first thing that you got to do to be able for you to stick to your routine is that it's important for you to connect your routine to a deeper purpose. You have to know why your new healthy routine matters to you. It doesn't necessarily matter to other people, whoever they are. It has to matter to you, and you have to protect it. When your routine aligns with your core values as well as to your long term aspirations, it becomes more meaningful and easier for you to stick to them because it means a lot to you. Even when the days are challenging, you will always find a way, not excuses. Like, for example, today you've decided to be healthier. Remind yourself that it's not just about losing weight and eating healthy. It's about taking good care of your body for your own longevity and your well being. You want to take good care of yourself for your kids, for your family. You still want to be alive, up to the time or even beyond to take your daughter to the altar. If you're a dad, you want to be there for your kids as long as you can. Another thing to consider to stay committed to your healthy routine is that start small. Start small and build gradually. Starting small and manageable, making manageable changes in your day, which you haven't done before, it'll be easier for you to adapt and sustain that new routine over time, rather than bombarding yourself with loads of changes to your day tomorrow. You wouldn't be inspired to even think about those loads of changes. And those loads of changes would be overwhelming and unsustainable. So, like for example, your goal is to exercise 3 to 4 times a week. And you can do this. It has to be specific, relevant to you, measurable. So you've decided to do this on your day off. On your day off, and you can set the same wake up time on your day off. That's one thing. Tiny change. The same wake up time. It doesn't matter. It could be 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's up to you. So you've never done this before. So teeny tiny changes. The same wake up time every day. And by the time you wake up, you just head to the kitchen and grab a glass of water and then drink. You can hack your brain or trick your brain that by the time you have drank the glass of water in the morning, by the time you wake up, it means it's the start of your day. Then you can walk outside for half an hour or 10 minutes. These are just 3 teeny tiny changes. You can even wake up 9 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't have to be early, just like what you've heard and seen in the social media. You can create your own. And that's the perfect time when you used to, like for example, you've decided to walk outside for 10 minutes or 30 minutes. After the time you wake up and have the glass of water, 10 minutes. And over time, after a week or 2 weeks, doing the same thing for 3 to 4 times a week, walking outside as your exercise commitment for your good health, you can increase the intensity of your work, even the duration. You can make it half an hour or 1 hour, or you can, from walking to jogging. It's all up to you. So teeny tiny gradual changes. It's perfectly sustainable. Now, number 3, this is important. For you to be able to stick to your new routine, healthy routine for you, create a supportive environment. This is massively must be considered. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to stick to your routine. A supportive environment makes it easier for you to maintain your healthy habits, while a negative environment can hinder your progress. Like for example, you want to quit drinking, but you are surrounded with friends who hang out after work almost every day and then drink. I'm not saying that you have to cut off these friends. You might want to consider refraining. You can just go out with them. Instead of every day, you can do Fridays instead. That will also help you save money and take good care of your health. Fridays drinking session, but it's going to be limited this time because you want to be healthy. It could be just 1 bottle, 1 glass. And you don't have to get drunk to feel happy. You just get along. It's just in accordance to your own set of rules that you apply, that you made for yourself, which you think is good for you. Another thing, in terms of supportive environment is that when you plan to eat healthier, it's important to buy healthy foods from the groceries and surround yourself with healthy foods. Fill the fridge with healthy foods, vegetables, those foods with less or no trans fats. You know, clean out your pantry of junk foods and replace it with nutritious snacks. So this environment thing is important, an important influence. If you want to exercise more, keep your workout gear visible to you. By the time you wake up in the morning, you can see your workout gears there, waiting for you to grab, wear it, and head off to the gym. Easy to reach, for you to remind that you got to get moving. Now, another thing, focus on the process, not just on the outcome. You know, focusing solely on the long term goals can make the journey feel daunting, overwhelming. Like, for example, you want to be a healthy person weighing 50 to 51 kilos all year, lean body, 20% fats, who exercise a 3 to 4 times a week all throughout the year. If you imagine that, like, for example, you set that habit for a year or 2 years, that's kind of overwhelming. It feels like you're being punished. But when you just think about the process, like, you focus on your daily actions that lead you to that kind of person you want to be, who exercise 3 times a week, who is not over the BMI, normal BMI, and who eats healthy. Don't think about that 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, although you're actually going there. That's why you are doing this every day, because you want to be that person 5 years from now. That is the long term. Focus on what you can do today. Like, for example, if your goal is to lose weight, instead of fixating on the number of, the stuff that's gonna come out in the weighing scale, focus on the daily changes that you're making. Like, you're eating a balanced diet, you're staying active, you're getting enough sleep. Although you hardly lower your weight, but over time, since you have in mind that you're going to be this kind of person a year from now, 2 years from now, just gradually, teeny tiny changes. And be happy about that progress, though. It's Congratulations. Congratulate yourself. It's a good deal for self-love and self-respect. And, you can you can even trust yourself when, by the time you decided to do something and you did it, you become more self-reliant. Another thing is that when you are finally doing your best, although you're struggling to do your best every day because these are changes, you haven't done this before, it's important to keep in mind that you have to embrace imperfection and stay flexible. Perfectionism can lead you to burnout and discouragement that, I can't do this anymore, when you missed your workout for, one workout in a week, but according to your, rules on the healthy routine, you want to work out 3 times a week, but you already missed one workout. Then you feel discouraged about it because you want it to be perfect. You want to be the kind of person who is compliant. But look, we are just human. We are no robots. So be compassionate to yourself and make it up the next time around. Accepting that setbacks are part of the journey helps you stay committed in the long run. That whatever happens to you because something pops up, unexpected situation or commitments that, it makes you miss your workout, it doesn't mean that you are not the kind of person who doesn't work out anymore. You just have to do this because this is much important. But you're gonna make it up by the time you're back. When you have time, you are still that kind of person who wants to be healthy, who works out 3 to 4 times a week or every day, whichever you prefer. It's all up to you. If you miss a day of exercise, don't give up on your routine. Instead, plan a makeup session, or the key is not letting one slip up derail your entire progress. It doesn't mean that you miss one schedule, one appointment for yourself, you quit. It doesn't mean that you're not the kind of person that you said you are. You just miss one day, one session. Nobody's perfect. Now, get your act together and come back when you're ready. Number 6 is track your progress. Seeing a tangible progress can boost your motivation. It's a dopamine boost that you want to do this again. I'm getting better every day, every week. Lifting weights are getting easier. My muscle can finally memorize what I'm going to do. And then another 6 weeks or 8 weeks, I can change variation and I can, although I'll be struggling, a couple of days, I can do this. I can be anything who I set myself to be. Tracking your progress will help you be committed, especially in tough times. And as you can see here, I got my calendar, throughout this year. And I got my shit days. I got some weeks which I am compliant to my top 3 routines. And I have a shitty weeks too. I also have a complete week wherein I really stick to my routine. And out of this year, I have 1 week which I feel like I'm perfect. Think about it. Throughout this year, I have 1 week which I scored myself that I perfectly did the routine on time. But there are some days wherein I didn't do the entire 3 top routines. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but majority of the days in the month, the good part of me wins. And it matters. That's all that counts to me. And I don't want to be perfect. I don't have to be a robot to be doing the things like this one. I also have some commitments and things pop up. Sometimes I feel lazy. I'm not feeling well. But it doesn't mean that I am going to stop. So track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app. Or you can even document your journey. Like for example, if you're working on building strength, you can note the weights that you're lifting. So that's what my mentor, my gym coach is doing. So take note of the weight that you're lifting and even the variations, for your target muscles every 6 weeks. So that you can nail down what works for you. And then you can watch the numbers go up. I'm talking about the weights that you're lifting, and you can feel the sense of accomplishment and encouragement in your part to keep going. Now, another thing to consider for you to be able to stick to your healthy routine is that you can find an accountability partner. This could be your spouse, your best friend, your gym coach, your life coach, your mentor, or a fitness group. Or you can even, as I've mentioned before, a workout buddy who can invest in your progress and can push you to stay on the track. Otherwise, if they don't see you in the gym, they're going to ask you why. They're going to check on you why you missed the gym. Or you can, if you are really strongly committed to work out every day, early morning, you can even make a contract to your coach, gym coach, that if I ever write down on that contract that if you ever miss one workout every day for 3 months, you're going to pay your coach for $50 or $200 if you are strongly committed to make changes for yourself for a good reason. You know your why, and you have a strong purpose why it has to be done. So that's the job of an accountability partner. You can even make me your accountability partner. Just drop in a message. You can email me. Now, lastly, since you've done all the work, you're making progress, you did everything you can to stick to your healthy habits. This time, every time you nail your top 3 things, top 5 things to do every day, don't forget to reward yourself for your progress. Giving yourself a reward is such a positive reinforcement which can boost your motivation and reinforce the habit, that good habit that you just started and you want to keep going. Rewards help you associate your healthy routine with positive outcomes, making it easier for you to stick. Because, like for example, you're being a good boy, you've nailed down all the top 3 things to do every day. And then you reward yourself with, like for example, a cup of ice cream every after workout, or a teeny tiny chocolate every after workout. Or it could be, it doesn't matter that you have to do, it doesn't mean that you have to deprive yourself from everything else. You can eat pizza. It could be twice a month on a weekend. But that kind of, portion of pizza wherein you don't have to eat the entire box. But when you eat the entire box of pizza, make sure that you make it up to yourself. You have to work out well. You have to burn those calories. And once again, don't forget to reward yourself for you to be able to happily stick to your healthy routine. Now, by implementing these strategies that I've shared to you right now, you can build a healthy routine that endures, even when life gets challenging. Remember, the key to success is consistency, patience, and willingness to adapt when needed. Good habits, can help you become the kind of person you want to become that's in the future. And that person is your personal success. So don't ever forget that. Love yourself. Let's love ourselves. Now, if you ever appreciate this episode today, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Podcasts. Reinforce Me Club. I do appreciate your time, guys. By the way, this is Anne. Have a lovely day ahead. Thank you once again.